Hi guys, this is Dagny from the Latecomers Try. I hope you all are doing fine. You're keeping yourself safe and sound at home, and you're following the guidelines that WHO provided. So during this lockdown, there's like very limited things that we can do. So we, the Latecomers Try, have come up with this video to help and entertain you. So for today's video, I'm going to make a quick sketch, and you know what? Let's get started.
So hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So please be at home and be safe. So here am I want to share you what am I doing in this quarantine season. I am putting more efforts into something that I love doing. The first thing is I love sketching and I love painting. Yeah, I am no professional sketcher and painter, but you don't have to be one, because in order to do things that you enjoy and actually find joy in, you can always do that anytime. So I am also like fond of playing around with illusion patterns. I mean, like those simple patterns, you know. So I where these illusion patterns, they simply trick your brain into seeing things which may or may not be real. uh, Talking about illusion patterns, I remember there was a great author who once said that love can sometimes be magic, but magic can sometimes be just an illusion. So to that, I believe that you can only see the illusion once you fall out of love, and not when you're in love. Sad truth. So I also want to share you what is the other things that I love spending most of my time at home is my pets. I feed them, I give food they love best. So yeah, I also feed strays around me and sketching them, because why not? They're the best. Bye.
Guys, welcome to the Latecomers Try. I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you're all following protocols and keeping yourself safe at home. We are also keeping ourselves at home. We're working from home, but I do understand that we tend to get bored when we do not work. So, in between those timings, I think many of us do not know how to make good use of it, and we just waste the whole day doing nothing. So here are a few things that we do to keep ourselves occupied. Would like to give you an insight into how we spend our days. As for me, I do a lot of things when I'm not working. I read articles. Sometimes I watch critically acclaimed movies. Sometimes I watch movies for fun as well. But I think most of the time I'm reading. I actually lost touch with books for a very. I wasn't reading for a very long time. I kind of lost the habit. So what I am doing this quarantine period is that I re-establishing that connection with books. It's always great to have good books in your company. So today I have a lot of favorite books. I mean a lot of books that I've read, but for today I will be suggesting and I will be talking about only 3 books, because then if I talk about too many books, the video is going to be very lengthy. So first of all, I will talk about Mulkraj Anand and his novel named Untouchable. So as the name suggests, this book is about untouchability. It touches on the issue of untouchability in pre-independence India. So the story is about a little boy named Bakha who belongs to who belongs to a very low caste. He's actually a sweeper and somebody who cleans toilets in his village. So this book narrates a day in the life of this little boy called Bakha, and showcases what people like Bakha have to go through, the everyday taunts, the everyday torture, because of the fact that he belongs from a lower class. So this is a very good read, and it's, as you can see, the thickness is very thin. I mean, yes, it's not that thick. So you can probably finish this in 2 hours time. There's also other books of Mulkraj Anand that you can read, like for example Coolie, which again talks about the downtrodden. This is something that Mulkraj Anand takes up. Usually his protagonists are not the rich or even the middle class people. His protagonists are mostly belong to like the poorest of the poorest and the lowest, and people from the from the lowest sections of society. So it's a very good book, and I feel like we do not appreciate Indian writers much. So I think if you wanna go that way, you should definitely start with Mulkraj Anand. In the next video, maybe I will talk about other writers like Anita Desai. Next book is my
all-time favorite ever since I picked it up. I picked this up 4 years back and has been my favorite ever since. It's Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. So this book is a classic. It was written somewhere in the 1800s, and it's unfortunately the only book that Emily Bronte wrote, because she died at a very young age. So this book tells the story, tumultuous love story of Heathcliff and Catherine Earnshaw, and how class and the structural divide in the society comes in the way of these two lovers, and a lot, and like many other things. The story is very complex. It's one of those stories that will take you by storm, and it'll forever be etched in your heart and in your mind. So please pick up Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. You will not regret it. And in case you don't want to read this book, I will suggest a movie version of this. And my favorite version of Wuthering Heights is the one, I think it was released back in 2011, and Tom Hardy actually does the role of Heathcliff, one of the main characters over here. So you can do that as well. Oh, and I would like to mention one more thing. Since all the shops are closed, and Amazon or Flipkart and all of those, I don't think courier services are working. So what you can do is, these books, all three of them, have been around for a very long time. So they're like easily available over Amazon Kindle, or you can even find these, if you're lucky enough, on Wattpad. Wattpad is actually an app where you can read books from, mostly classics. You can even read fan fiction over there. Everything is for free. So you can check these books out on Wattpad as well, or if you're lucky enough, you can get PDF versions of this freely from the internet. The last book I will talk about is 1984 by George Orwell. George Orwell is again one of my favorite writers, and George Orwell is particularly good at talking about dystopian world, or talking about a world where dystopian world basically. So 1984 is, I will just read the back of the book. It says 1984 revolves around the concept of omnipresent government surveillance, where Big Brother controls the society in the superstate Oceania. Every aspect of life is closely monitored, every trace of privacy is rubbed off, and the slightest hint of personal freedom or rebellion is ruthlessly quashed by the thought police. Amidst these, a minor party official, Winston, commits thought crimes, follows his instincts, and lands in the most dreadful room 101, where resides every man's ultimate horror. The novel takes the readers to a world where the object of torture is torture, the object of power is power. This is a very, very good book. I know it can be a little depressing, and it might not be the best option to go for in this period, but a good book is a good book. You can't do anything about it. So these are the three books that I'm suggesting as of now. And if you want to know about more book suggestions, please let us know in the comments section.
So hi guys, welcome back to another video of the Latecomers Try. So today what we're going to talk about is how we usually spend our day, how we make use of the time during this quarantine, during this lockdown. And also I hope you guys are staying safe, you guys are staying indoors, being healthy, washing your hands, and following all the guidelines provided by the World Health Organization. And so basically what I usually do at home is I will do the things that I don't usually get the chance to, versus normal days when we have to go to work. And also I know that most of us are always busy with our jobs, with work. So now, being forced to stay at home, I'm taking the time to, and this is also a suggestion, advice. So spend the time with your family, with your friends. I know we don't get the chance to, we're not allowed to go out, but at least we can in this this world today, it's not so hard to stay connected with your friends, with your family who are not here with us, who are not who we are not able to see every day. You can always text them, call them, video call them, and there's social media. So there's so many things in which we can stay connected all around the world. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking a time to, spend some time with the family, with my friends, like calling them, texting them, and also I spend most of my time watching tutorials, as being being a photographer, being a videographer. So there's always a need to learn, and it's not just about photography or video, or it's whatever you do. Maybe you're an artist, singer, dancer, writer, whatever it is that you do. Like, you can always learn things, you can always learn new stuff, you can always learn new ideas. So that's what you can do right now in this quarantine, because there's so many things that you can do over the phone, like through internet. In this world of internet, you have so many things that you can do. You can learn, you can research what you want to do, what you can do so many things. You can explore so many, uh, even if it's something that you never thought you'd ever do, even if it's something that it has never ever occurred in your mind that, oh, maybe I can do this, maybe I can do that. You can always you can always learn. You can always It's always good to know about these things. So that's what I'm doing. I'm watching tutorials, making how to make good videos, how to take better pictures, how to make make better contents, and also there's so I don't want to just talk about what we do at home. Also, I want to tell you guys that this lockdown is especially um, hard, because we've never experienced a situation like this, where the whole world is shutting down, like literally shutting down, and we've seen so many deaths, we've seen so many people who are affected, so many families who are affected, not just in health but financially, and like they it's time for us to come together, not just um, with a family, but with the whole world. It's time for us to stand up, as not as a country, or as, like, it's time for us to come together as as a human race, like stop all the hate, all the discrimination, the like so many hate and so many discrimination and racism. It's so this is not uh, um, this is not just from my side, but it's from the entire team of the latecomers try. So it's time for us to come together, stand up together as a human race, as people, as and you know so come together to help. So that's it. That's for today. So until we meet again in another video, we'll see you guys.